So we have finally made it here to Zack Stone's magic shop, Logic and Illusion in Torquay. Whew, that was a trip and a half. So I'm going to spin you around and let's have a look at the shop front. So here it is, here's the front. This is coming from up the hill. Look at him there, that is the man himself, Mr. Zack Stone. Look at that hairstyle, isn't he stupid? And let's see what his hair looks like today when we get inside. But anyway, he's a happy man. Saying that, he's probably going to take the mick out of me for wearing my bright orange suit. But let's just have a walk around the front of the shop. There we go, Logic and Illusion there. Beautiful shop front. Lots of stuff in here. I can't wait to get inside. So, in we go. Let's go and have a look. Let's get through the netted curtain of secrecy. There he is. Hi Zack, how you doing?
Oh, Chris. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, good. I told you about his hair, crazy hair. Told you.
Before you talk about my hair, did you lose the bet?
What bet?
Oh, are you wearing this for... let me take this mirror, just so people can see what I'm laughing at.
Come on, guys.
And he has the cheek to comment on my hair.
What's wrong with this suit? I think it's cool.
I don't know. I'll tell you what.
Everyone loves this.
I don't know. I've got an urge to go and get a can of Tango. I don't know why. I don't know what put that in my mind.
Right. Anyway, enough of this chit chat. Let's get on to the magic. Let's get over there. All right.
These are postcards, and as you can probably see there, these are from Stonehenge. Now I haven't been, but I've passed this from the road, and I've noticed these standing stones, some of them 15 to 18 feet high. They're massive, they're really big things, and nobody really knows how they drag them from the four corners of Great Britain to get them here, let alone put the ones on the top. But I've got a little theory of my own, and I believe it was the Druids using magic. Now, I'd like to prove my theory by an application of coin magic. So what I've got here, and I'm going to hold one of these up to the camera so you can see. Oh, this is a Morgan silver dollar, so 1 ounce of silver. So in all, 4 ounces of silver, and I'm going to position these 4 coins on the 4 corners of the mat. And we're going to use the cards as covers. The fingers will act the part of the Druids. Very mysterious. Ooh. Looks really good, that, doesn't it? Now, everybody will know, simple mathematics, if I've got 2 cards and 4 coins, if I cover the back 2 coins, you can still see the front 2. If I cover the front 2 coins, you can see the back 2. And even if I do this diagonally this way, or I do it diagonally this way, or even sideways, you will always see 2 coins. But let me show you how the trick works. Let's take this one here. So this is coin number 1. We place coin number 1 in the hand, we give it a squeeze and it vanishes. It doesn't go down here where you think it might go, it actually goes up here. Like I said, this is all done by magic and the Druids. I'll do that one again. This time we'll take the coin here, coin number 2, into the hand, we'll give it a squeeze, it vanishes. It doesn't go down here where you think it might go, the one nearest me, but it goes up here to the 3 up there. All done by the magic of the Druids. The last coin through 2 cards, the most difficult coin. So here we go, watch, into the hand. This is the last coin, I give it a little squeeze, a little rub, and it vanishes. All done by magic. You know where that last coin's gone, here. And that's my theory on how they moved the uprights. How they got the big ones on top is a complete mystery.
Now the magic's over, let's have a look around the shop. we've had a look around the shop, absolutely awesome. Let's get back and let's have a chat. Right, so we're going to have a 5-minute chat with Zack about how he became a magician and how he got here today. So Zack, so how did it all start?
My journey in magic started, I would say, I was still at school. Now, I had an interest in magic, I used to love watching it, and when I was at school, 14, 15 years old, it was the Paul Daniels show.
Okay, yeah.
And I loved watching it. But I didn't have really any direction in life from parents. I had quite an unhappy childhood. But I remember at school, I was 15, probably 15 or 16, and when Paul Daniels was at his height, he brought out a selection of these packet tricks that you could buy, like small pocket money tricks. And I think there was a series of 10. And if you bought all 10 and tore the little strip off the back of the packet, you could send them 10 strips off and get a special trick that you could only get if you'd bought the 10. And I remember one of my friends at school was buying them, and he sent off for it. And the trick that you got, it was two metal shells, and you had a coin borrowed, and you vanished this coin, and it appeared. You brought these shells out of your pocket, and they were held together with elastic bands. And you opened this blue metal shell, and inside was a red metal shell with elastic bands, and you open that one, and inside was a yellow. You take the elastic bands, inside that was a green, and right in the middle shell, so 4 shells, was a little bag sealed up with elastic band, and in it was the penny that you just borrowed. And the reactions everyone was getting off school, that got me an interest. And I always had an interest in card magic. I remember I was a landscape gardener when I was 17, and if it ever rained, we'd all sit in a little builder's hut because we couldn't work with the rain. And so the other lads would get out a pack of cards because they wanted to play gin, rummy and 3-card brag and poker. And I'd always say, does anyone know any card tricks? And that's about my interest when I was young. When I was 28, at the time I was travelling around the world playing the drums in a big tribute show, playing theatres, universities. We also did a season at Pontins, Butlins, Haven, all the holiday parks. And I met a magician, Blackpool, and it was 1993, between 93 and 96. And I remember, he was a blue coat, he wasn't a magician, but the night before we were there, they had a magician on, and that magician was called Eddie Burke. And he was there to do a show on hypnotism, but he was also a magician. He was showing the blue coats tricks for beers, and then the next night the blue coats were charging me beers to show me them. And that's when my interest really took off, because then I was first introduced to a good timing, leave this here. And that's when we was introduced to my first magic shop, and that was the Tommy Cooper joke shop in Blackpool, and that's where it really started. Well, everybody knows now it's 2 o'clock.
So we're in a magic shop today. Why a magic shop?
Well, the reason why I've opened this shop, this is not my first magic shop, but the reason why I've opened this one is in October last year, and we're now in December, so I don't know how quick he's going to edit this, so you could be watching this in 2 years' time. We're in December now, but we're in December 2016. In October 2015, I was diagnosed with COPD, and I was a professional hairdresser, and it meant I cannot physically cut hair all day with bending over, and guys are all having it shaved really short, and I'm breathing it in. In fact, I've probably got fur balls. And so I spent 6 months on the sofa. I was still working as a magician on an evening, because the adrenaline, even though I'm exhausted, the adrenaline and making people happy and that atmosphere keeps you going. Well, you're a magician yourself, so you know exactly what I mean by that. So I spent 6 months on the sofa, got quite fat, and I needed a job where I can open when I want, because if I'm ill on a morning, which I'm very ill some mornings, I can open at 11 o'clock or even dinner time, and I need to be self-employed because some days I'm going to have to shut early as well. And I thought, what else can I do? So I thought the best thing to do, I love magic, it's my passion, and so I opened a magic shop, and hopefully I can inspire some other people to take the hobby up.
You've got a magic shop. I'm guessing you perform on the streets or at events as well?
I don't do street magic anymore, which is really I should look into that because Torquay's beautiful in summer, as you know.
Yes, yeah.
He did move away, but but it is beautiful in summer. And as you know, because you've been on the street with me, haven't you?
Yeah.
And begging. No, as you know, street magic's great, and you're getting to perform, you're getting some sunshine, you're making people happy, and that's a big part of it for me. You know, making people happy. But yeah, I perform now. I'm performing all day in the shop because to sell something, I've got to demo things. And practice all day, which technically I'm performing for myself, and we've been there as well.
Yeah.
So stood in front of a mirror, doing the same move over and over again until you get it right. And I still perform in the evening, weddings, parties, birthdays, anniversaries.
Okay.
In fact, yesterday afternoon I did a wedding. Last night I was working at a naval base, the Dartmouth Naval College. This evening I'm doing a private Christmas ball, which I've done every year for the last 6 years.
Okay, so if you do want Zack to come to one of your weddings or events, I'll leave a link down to his website below. Click on it, get in contact with him, and he'll happily come along.
Brilliant.
Let's get into some magic. Zack's going to show us a few tricks. I'll get the camera a bit closer so we can get a better look.
I'd like to show you a quick card trick, and I'm going to dedicate this trick to a young man who also bears my name, Zack. He's a young boy, 6 years old, and Zack's not very well. So Zack, this is just for you. I'm going to make this simple. We're just going to use 5 cards. We'll use the 5 of clubs. We'll use the 4 of clubs, and we'll use all the clubs. 3 of clubs, 2 of clubs, and finally one more card to go, the ace of clubs. Now I'm only going to use these 5 cards. So I'm just going to let you see these. We've got the ace of clubs, the 2 of clubs, 3 of clubs, 4 of clubs, and finally the 5 of clubs. We won't use the other cards, just these. Now, Chris, you're going to have to play a part for me here. So what's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5 of clubs. Now, if the 5 of clubs is on the bottom, what's on the top, Chris?
The ace of clubs.
The ace, and you're correct. But I expected you to be because you're an observant magician. But if I take the ace, place the ace near the bottom, push the ace in, click the fingers, it comes all the way back to the top. I'll do that again, but I'm going to let you see it from the back. It goes all the way near the bottom. I push it in, I click, and it will jump to the top. Now, the next card, there's still a 5 on the bottom, but the next card will be a 2. Correct, I'll give you a clue there. There's the 2. Now, we're going to take the 2 and place it all the way near the bottom. Now, some people don't think this is the 2, but I will show you the 2. It's not on the bottom, and it's not on the top. But if we push the 2 in, all I've got to do is click my fingers, and it jumps to the top. That's the 2. Now, I'll do this face up, and we've got the 3, the 4 and the 5. Now if I place the 3 in the middle face up, between the 4 and the 5, and give it a shake, what happens is the 3 turns the wrong way around. Of course, I give it a shake again, and the 3 will come back. That's the 3. Now that just leaves me, Chris, with 2 cards, a 4 of clubs and a 5 of clubs. But if I take the 4 of clubs, place the 4 of clubs to the bottom, you know all I've got to do is click. And that brings the 4 of clubs back to the top. There's not a lot I can do with this last card. But Zack, this is just for you. If I pass this card through my hand, give it a blow. Get well soon, buddy. Chris was asking me how I influence other magicians. I've got my little prodigy here. This is Kyle I'm about to introduce. Okay, you can come back now, Kyle. Now it's your part. Say hello.
Hello.
And Carl's going to show you a card trick. How long have you been doing magic, Carl?
Just over a year.
Just over a year. So with dedication and practice, for a year, this is what you get. Okay? I'll get out of a shot, so this is all yours. Don't let the team down. Don't let me down. Don't let the shop down. Don't let Chris down because he's come a long way to film this. Okay? So there's no, apart from that, there's no pressure. Okay? Off you go.
If you would, can you just please select any card?
Select any card. That one down there.
Yeah. Please maybe show it to the camera. Memorise it yourself.
Yep.
So whenever like, can you just tell me to stop, please?
Stop.
Can you put your card? Can you return it back on?
Yep.
Now I'm going to continue to shuffle up the card, even though you've already placed the card back on. I'll give it a slight tap. If this isn't your card, I'll put it onto the table. Is it?
No.
No. We're going to do this next to 3 times.
No.
No. 2 more tries.
No.
No. Right, last attempt. If not, I'll try and do the thing without.
No.
So as you saw, none of them were your cards this morning. These cards are going to help me find yours with just one little method. You pinching them. You just pinch them like that. Now watch this. All we're going to do is just whack them, little tap them. Like that. And one card remaining in your hand. Can you show it to the camera?
Well.
Oh, and just so you know, these ones are none of yours. Yeah.
Very good.
So we had a great day filming in Logic and Illusion today in Torquay. Find all the details down below, how you can get in contact with Zack. Please like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest vlogs. And I'll see you all soon.